It feels like another planet. This is like nowhere I've ever been. Well, good morning guys, and welcome to Kazakhstan. I'm in a place called Aktau right now, and I've got just a few days here to explore this part of Kazakhstan. And for any of you that don't know, it is a huge country, so I'm not really going to get to see the whole of Kazakhstan for sure in the next few days while I'm here, but I am going to see this region and see as much of it as I possibly can. Let's go. So we're in the city of Aktau right now, but the first thing we are doing is heading outside. And I'm going to try and tell you as we're going, because to be honest, just like usual, I have no idea where we're heading to straight away, but we're going to find out. So we're about to head out in a few 4x4s, and this one's mine. All right then. What I'm walking towards now, and what you can see behind me, is called Karagia. It's 136 meters below sea level, and it used to be a huge ocean millions of years ago. They found ancient sharks here, they found ancient fish and seashells, but now it is just a giant desert plain. There's camels. Okay, right now we are in a huge oil field. Behind me you can see some pumps, and there's 10,000 of these all around me, so the area must be massive. And it is the first time I've ever been in an oil field. I don't know if that's something I'd usually look for in a destination, but as far as ticking things off goes, done. That was kind of mental. We must have been driving for about an hour and a half, and it was just endless nothing. It was just completely flat until we just came down this dirt road, and we've been off-roading for the last half an hour, and now we have this epic view behind us. I've got to show you the view first, and then I'll tell you in a minute. So Kazakhstan is a country. Whoa, gonna battle with the wind here, really. We're right on the top of this, so it's just gonna be wind cutting across at me. We're gonna try and wait for my spot. Kazakhstan is a huge country. It's actually the 9th largest country by area in the world. And so there are giant sections of it that are just like we're seeing now. It also only has 18 million people. And almost half of those are living in the biggest cities. So that means most of it is completely uninhabited. Like, we've barely seen any other cars while driving in these 3 4x4s. And the only way you could get here as well would be using 4x4s. So we've been off-roading, going through dust, up and down hills, and eventually made it to here. All right, let me just give you the scale, because this is what I'm looking at right now. And it goes all the way around. Seriously, as far as I can see, I can't see any city, town, or any sign of civilization whatsoever. We are completely remote. It's also ridiculously hot. Like, it must be 40 or something. I'm sweating. I think that's a camel skull. Yeah, I'm gonna say camel skull. And that's this jaw there, and this is the head part. Cool. Right, lunchtime. Here we go. This is how we have to do it. There's no real shade, so we're in the shade of the car right now. Just hugging the side of it.
Most popular place.
Yeah. This is our spot. It's the only shade.
It's either this or this. It's the same thing. It's just different boxes and salad.
Right, okay guys. You see these rocks? They're here to stop us from going off the edge. Right, so this trail behind me, you can't quite see it, but it goes way off into the distance, leads to an underground mosque at the bottom of this valley. And there are lots of Kazakhstanis that come here to do a walk down to it and to pay their respects and pray there, and that's something you can do. We're not doing it because I think it's about 2.5 hours down there and back up, and it is 40 degrees right now. But we came here to see it, and it does even up here. The view and having that at the bottom looks pretty spectacular. But I don't fancy running down here right now. Alright, change of plan. We're here. Let's do it. Yeah. Alright, this is just like the marathon again, guys. Let's go. Okay. This is good training. This is kind of similar. Remember your training. Epic views again. Wow. By the way guys, I'm definitely doing that again in April, and I'm going to put the details out very soon, so if you're interested in joining, then let me know, because this is kind of what it'll be like. This does bring me back. It's kind of different this time. There's no hordes of Chinese people shouting "Joy yo," which I definitely needed. It is quite far down though. It's like, oh, we're here now. And then I realised we're not. And here we are. Whew. Whew. Well, we made it. Now it's time to be respectful. This is it. Okay, well after all that, we couldn't film inside anyway, which is completely fair enough, and I understand. Wouldn't even want to. People are praying and coming down here for their religious reasons, so I don't need to film inside. But it was still worth it to see, and I'm glad I came down to see it for myself. This also feels like a good time to mention the China Marathon too, so if you are interested, I'll put a Google form in the description below. Click it, register your details, and we'll start working it out for April. Right now I need to get back up. Whew, made it. Alright, well, good bit of exercise, and now I think we're heading to somewhere to camp for tonight. There's meant to be an epic view, and we're gonna find out anyway, but I do love getting around this area by Jeep because it just feels epic. We're going off-road, it feels like off-road all the time, and now we're gonna head to another spot out in nature. Right, well, ignore the hair, but check this out. We've just pulled up to a spot for sunset, and look at what's behind me. Look at those rock formations. What? So that was that side, and this is that side. We stood on this little precipice in between, and just all around is white cliffs. Yeah, this is like another planet. It's like looking at Mars. Honestly, it's like nowhere I've ever been before. 100%, I can say that without a doubt. This is like nowhere else I've ever seen. What an end to the first day in Kazakhstan. seriously, I don't know what else to say. It's just this scenery is crazy. And this is where we're camping tonight. Initially, we were going to camp right out here, and they've just put it a bit further back, so we're not so close to the edge. But yeah, we're camping out here, and we're going to wake up to this view in the morning too. Wow. Damn. This is a cool way to camp. Got some tunes on the go, got barbecue coming up, and we're camping with that view. Fine dining tonight. This is our camp, we're just packing up now. The stars last night were incredible. There's absolutely no light pollution here at all, and we had the whole Milky Way. I was just laying there looking at it, and that was amazing. What a first 24 hours in Kazakhstan. I don't really know what else to say other than it's been incredible, and check back for the next video to see what comes next. For now, thank you for watching, and see you again soon.